had no idea.
Speaking of Blade, all right. So I was on, I think, Public Freakout. That's one of my favorite subreddits, and I like to find good videos for us to watch on there. Not a lot of sad ones this week, but I was scrolling, and it was like streamer slapped in the face, blah 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 blah, and I was like, that looks like Blade.
Safe
And I
guess.
click it, and it's possible this is an older video because I don't follow Blade at all, but I had never seen the video before, and essentially Blade is passed out on what looks like a cot. Like maybe he's in like a fold down bed in an RV. I'm not sure. His pants are around his knees and he's got underwear on and he is freely pissing himself. And someone is putting Solo cups, you know.
Can you see his penis peeing?
No. Someone is putting Solo cups, those plastic cups, underneath and catching the urine. And one is already filled up. And they're sliding a new one under there and catching, and he's like, it's steamy. Whoa. And he's like onto his third Solo cup, and it's just running like it's filling his underwear up. And
He's
like
passed
running
out the whole time.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if it was the same. I get linked a lot of this stuff, but then I definitely found one of them on the Public Freakout thing. Then I saw he's passed out and the guy smacks him in the face for a donation, like slaps him pretty fucking hard in the face. And he jumps up and he's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You think it's funny? And he starts calling him the F word and not fuck. And he starts just slapping the piss out of this guy. Blade does. Blade starts slapping the shit out of him. and the guy's like, I was trying to give you some water. You don't want to be hungover, do you? And he goes, never. And then he starts slapping him some more. Like he had this brief moment of clarity.
You know I don't drink water. This is
that vodka?
Ruse.
Man, every time you think like, well, this would be a rock bottom, right? It goes lower.
Yep.
That toe looks like he's halfway to Mordor.
Yeah, why did you? I scrolled away from it because he sent it over, and I was just like, "What the fuck what is this?"
I feel like a strong wind would blow that toenail away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like when you take a dandelion and make a wish.
Wait, is it healing? Do I see?
No.
No way.
Yeah, I have a theory.
There's no amount of chicken and kale that's getting rid of this.
I think the reason that the other toenails are that need attention so much is the belly. I bet clipping his toenails is a challenge.
Why are you noticing
that's got to be a
toenails
here
here?
to get to.
I know.
Wait,
when you would make a terrible doctor. Someone's got like a harpoon through their stomach, and you're like, huh. All right, give me the soup. Yeah. I'm gonna need 400 milliliters of soup stat. Don't worry, sir. Help is on the way.
Hey, welcome to Matt Woodworth's, herbology center. I'm going to once again prescribe a cup of blended kale. And he's like, I'm going through severe benzodiazepine withdrawals right now. Little cup of kale that'll turn you right.
George
if you need to feel a buzz.
Benzos, you say? Have you tried the broccoli soup? Yeah. Don't worry. This is awful. So this is the gentleman that we were just discussing. This is his toe, and it is a side effect of his alcoholism.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So his alcohol of choice is Jägermeister. Am I pronouncing it right? Jägermeister. And that's a heavy sugar thing. So he's just pounding sugar drinks all day long, and he has alcoholism combined with diabetes.
Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
If he's not going to turn around the booze at all, he at least needs like a seasoned 58-year-old booze hound to give him an intervention and be like, you don't got to get sober, but switch to vodka. You're drinking too much sugar. Like, even that would be a market improvement.
So has a doctor not gotten a hold of him and been like, hey, if you keep doing this, you're going to die?
They literally said, if you keep this up, I might as well take the foot now.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I love having 2 feet.
And he didn't stop drinking?
Right.
No.
Well, I mean,
he said he was cleared to drink.
So he couldn't drink until he got back, but
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so
that is unbelievable.
Here's how it happened. He used to love video games, and he managed to turn video games into like a career, a little YouTube thing going on.
That's great, yeah.
And he loved drinking, and he managed to turn drinking into a career. Donate for a shot, donate for this. and donate for this embarrassing act, and that just enabled the drinking to sort of spiral into something that got out of control.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many people in this line of work over the last 15 years that I've noticed have become, and no joke, they become alcoholics. They become addicted to alcohol and then had to go to rehab because alcohol reinforced their entertainment or reinforced the way they were entertaining. And thankfully, most of my friends have gotten out of it because they realized they were in a pit and they were like, oh shit, I got to pull myself out. But it's so super dangerous. There's just, it's one of those things that I have a hard time conceiving of it because I don't have an addictive personality. So it's really hard for me to be like, oh, I get it. Yeah, I've been addicted to this, but I just don't have that.
But you probably
it probably doesn't help them as much as they think. Where like they almost convince themselves like, oh, I need to be drunk to be funny. And then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, right. They thought that was funny and I was drunk during that. Got to do it next show.
Alcohol is one thing, but I feel like a handful of people on YouTube or on Twitch or whatever, it turned out not to be a good thing. Like they didn't exit it with fame, fortune, and mental health. It feels like a huge win when you're growing up and you've had a level of success financially you've never seen before. Everybody loves you because everyone loves everyone on the uprise. And then it turns the other way and they weren't smart with their money. They're having a hard time dealing with the hate. And then just after the ride is over, that alternative universe where they just like finish college or something was a better life for them than the ride on YouTube or Twitch or what have you was.
Yeah, no doubt. That's true in a lot of situations.
Yeah. And everybody thinks that they would be good at dealing with, I want to say fame and fortune. I recognize it's this Z level fortune for most people.
You have a lower.
Yeah. But it's still a level of attention that other people don't get, that other people have never had to deal with. And everyone thinks they'd be great at it. And a lot of people are not.
Yeah. So scary.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it's so scary. It's again, and this took me a long time to conceive of this for myself, which was, since I don't have an addictive personality, it's hard for me to empathize or sympathize with that because I never get addicted to things. So it's weird because so I've had to really change my thinking about that and instead be like, oh, come on, just, hey, willpower, buddy. And like, it's not that. It ends up becoming like a real problem for people and it's in some cases genetic, in some cases it's disease.
I'm the opposite.
And
do you ever feel addicted to stuff, even like food though? Where there's just like a snack that you're hankering for, and like the addiction changes all the time. Sometimes it might be pork rinds, sometimes it might be Cheez-Its, or
I think the closest I've gotten to that is Mexican food. Because I fucking love Mexican food, but I mean, like, I don't.
Senor, I'm going to have to cut you off. I did 5 quesadillas in one night, and I can't be responsible for another heart attack on our floor.
But that's the closest I've gotten to that. And by the way, this isn't me preaching about not being addicted. Like, this isn't me being like, if you're addicted to something that's bad. No, not at all. It's exactly the opposite. I just got lucky.
I'm the opposite of you. Like, I get addicted to everything all the time. It's just not drugs, alcohol, and stuff. But like, I'll get into a video.
You need to try some more drugs and alcohol. That's all this is about.
You're probably right.
I don't see Woody's as much as an addiction as much as like a semi-constant moving obsession. Where it's like, this is the thing I'm obsessed with now. I'm so into paramotoring. I'm obsessed with weightlifting now. I'm obsessed with, lawnscaping or taking care of my barn or whatever. Like, that's what it seems. But those are all healthy things.
So far,
maybe the paramotoring, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. And the video games are a different level. Like, I don't know. Like, they were great for a career and this and that. I also gained a lot of weight during that period of my life. But, a lot of people gain weight from the time they turn like 36 to 47.